Hi, I'm Carol Shelkin, and this is Mosaic Arts Online. I will be teaching portraiture and stained glass mosaic for this course. For the first time, I'm teaching this style of my mosaic art by you watching me work. Not only will I guide you through the entire process, but you will watch over 40 minutes of me making color choices, cutting and placing pieces. To start this course, I'll walk you through from how to pick your subject and create your photographic model. Next, we will go over facial structure in depth to better understand how to create an artistic portrait. Next, I will demonstrate how to find shadows and values using a simple and easy to make tool. When it will be time to create this piece, you will transfer your line drawing and it'll be on your board. You'll watch me as I create one on this photographic model. Using Albert Einstein is a great beginner's choice. There is a lot to learn, but it is not too intimidating. Next, I will guide you through on how to pick your colors in glass to create depth, highlights, and shading. It's important to use a value chart for picking your colors of glass, and I will show you how it works best for me. Then it will be time to create, starting with the center of the eye, the darkest area on your portrait, and I will teach you how I work in a starburst fashion, working from that first center cut throughout your whole piece. I will not finish this piece in this course, but I will take all of the mystery out of how I create my stained glass mosaics so you can learn this process. This style of mosaic takes a long time to create, so be patient with yourself and remember, you are learning a new technique. Let's get started.
Carol, thank you so much for coming back to Mosaic Arts Online once again. I have wanted this portraiture in stained glass mosaic as part of our mosaic art library for a long time, and I'm so excited to offer it to so many more people that can see it now than anyone that was just being able to get to you live.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm really happy to do it. I think that there are many people out there that will have an opportunity to work in portraiture that is really the hardest way to work in mosaic.
Yes.
Knowing that they have to create a face that we're all familiar with. We know where the eyes go. We know where the nose goes. We know where the lips go. You know, we're all familiar with a face. And to replicate that is not easy unless you take this workshop.
Well, but you are the magician in this course. I mean, I have taken it myself a few years ago, so I know it can be so challenging. But like I've said before about you, you can teach a semester of art in a live 2-day workshop or these online courses. So the way you've designed this online course, similar to your realism one, is that you do part of it in lecture. But the beauty of this course is that they get over 40 minutes of watching you work, you making choices like that. We have never had that before with you, and that is going to be just such a huge tool for these students that can't get to you live.
Well, what's interesting is that nobody has had that anywhere ever. I work alone like many artists do. I sometimes collaborate, but that's only with a commission, not with my personal work. So this is the first time ever.
Yes.
And it took some coaxing by her truly over here, hers truly. But it actually was a lot of fun, and I know it's an educational implement that is really important. So everybody can see really how long it does take to make something like this. Yeah. I know that when I make portraits of my own, you know, sometimes it does take about 40, 50, 60 hours.
Yes.
And clearly in this technique, excuse me, clearly in this technique, we don't have 40 or 50 hours to work.
To put people to sleep.
Right, right.
So what you see here is what Carol did in literally a little over 40 minutes of what you're going to watch. So you will see this whole process go from a blank board all the way to how she creates the eye, how she creates her pieces. And this is just to show you some of her finished pieces so you could see where she goes. But all of this will also be part of the course, is seeing the finished pieces once you have the course. You will get a PDF of the two over here to learn to practice on. That's another reason we picked Einstein, is you wanted to practice. But elaborate a little bit more on what the difference is between realism in Stained Glass Mosaic that you have already with us at Mosaic Arts Online, and what this portraiture is going to give people.
Right, right. Well, let me just go back a minute and just say that there's a reason that I start with the eye. And I'm not going to tell you why until you purchase the course, because there is a secret and a method behind my madness.
Well, your method obviously works because we only see some amazing work that you've done. But what's a little bit of the difference between the realism and this portraiture that they will get?
Right. Well, primarily it has to do with really understanding the values that are in the face, and it has to do with colors that you can use to make sure that you can understand depth and understand the rest of the portrait. Like I said, because I am working and you're watching me work, you'll see how this is so different from realism. Realism is the first step. That's the first introduction to shapes, first introduction to values, first introduction to understanding how to make something round and bulbous. And with that, we can take that after you've done that workshop and go into structure and facial tones and the other values that are in the face.
Yeah, and that's what we do highly recommend, that you do the realism course first before this, only to get you up to speed so that you can have a successful experience with this. And it really does take you 80 hours or more to do something like this, right? So,
sorry to interrupt you.
No, yeah, I just want people to know that this is not a fast process for anybody, including you.
That's right, that's right. And I would suggest that this class is taken by people that have taken the realism class, because it is for intermediate and advanced students. And that would be most successful for you.
Yeah. Well, I can't thank you enough for coming back to Mosaic Arts Online and sharing this with us. I know I did have to prod her a little bit, but I think it will be a huge success for those that really do want to create this. This is the final product. You can always go to carolshelkinmosaics.com and see even more of her work. I just wanted to profile a few of the pieces. Unfortunately, we don't have anything that is real because these are all commissions and live in other places. But this is what you will learn to make. This is where you'll start. This is some of the glass you'll work with, the tools you'll need. There is a full PDF with all of the resources, tools, and materials if you purchase the course. And again, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.